Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The diagnostic trouble code DTC P0138 indicates an issue with the secondary heated oxygen sensor, HO2S, specifically pointing to a high voltage condition in the circuit. The secondary HO2S is critical for monitoring the exhaust gas composition, which helps in ensuring optimal combustion and reducing emissions. This sensor is located downstream of the catalytic converter, typically positioned on the exhaust pipe. By examining the voltage output from this sensor, the engine control module, ECM, or powertrain control module, PCM, can determine if the catalytic converter is functioning effectively. High voltage readings, such as those exceeding 1.27 volts, may trigger this code. Understanding the locations, functions, and serviceability of the secondary HO2S is essential for troubleshooting and repairing this malfunctioning component. The error description for DTC P0138 highlights that the secondary HO2S circuit has registered a high voltage condition. This high voltage can be indicative of several underlying issues, most notably a malfunction within the sensor itself or wiring related to the sensor. The secondary HO2S is located typically on the exhaust system, downstream of the catalytic converter, and its purpose is to monitor the efficiency of the catalytic converter in real time. If this sensor detects higher than normal voltage levels, it may signal to the PCM that the sensor is either not functioning correctly or there is an electrical fault in its circuitry, triggering the error code P0138. This is a serious condition, as it can lead to inefficient engine performance and increased emissions if not addressed promptly. Several possible causes can lead to the DTC P0138 being triggered. The first potential cause is a faulty secondary HO2S sensor itself. If the sensor has failed or is malfunctioning, it may produce erratic voltage readings. Another possibility could involve wiring issues, especially if there are breaks or shorts within the wires leading to the sensor. Poor connections at the sensor or ECM connectors may also contribute to intermittent high voltage readings, as loose or corroded connections can lead to unreliable electrical signals. It's essential to inspect both the wiring and connectors before concluding that the sensor must be replaced, as these areas often host hidden issues that can lead to similar symptoms. When DTC P0138 is triggered, drivers may notice several symptoms, with the most immediate being the illumination of the check engine light on the dashboard. This alert serves as an indication that there is an engine management issue needing attention. Additionally, a malfunctioning secondary HO2S can lead to an incorrect fuel mixture, as the engine may not be receiving accurate data regarding exhaust emissions. This can result in poor engine performance or hesitations during acceleration. Furthermore, if the catalytic converter is not functioning as intended, it can lead to increased emissions and potentially produce foul odors from the exhaust, impacting the vehicle's overall efficiency and regulatory compliance. For the first troubleshooting step regarding DTC P0138, it is crucial to first verify the problem with the vehicle in the on mode. This involves clearing any existing diagnostic trouble codes using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, which serves to reset the vehicle's onboard trouble code history. After clearing the codes, the engine should be started and allowed to idle without load, ensuring the transmission control module, TCM, is either in the park P or neutral N position for continuously variable transmission, CVT, or manual transmission, MT. During this time, the technician should note that the radiator fan must engage to verify conditions have met operational parameters. Finally, using the HDS, the technician will check the voltage output from the secondary HO2S to confirm if it meets the threshold of more than 1.27 volts. If it does, it indicates a replicated issue for the next steps. If not, the system may be functioning correctly, warranting checks on connections instead. In troubleshooting step 2, the objective shifts to determining the potential failure area linked to the error. Begin by switching the vehicle to the off or lock mode to ensure safety during the repair process. The next action involves disconnecting the secondary HO2S 4-pin 4P connector, which is crucial for isolating the sensor from the circuit. Following this disconnection, a jumper wire should be utilized to connect terminals A and B of the sensor's connector, effectively bypassing the sensor. At this stage, the vehicle should be returned to the on mode, allowing the technician to check the voltage output again using the HDS. The voltage output must again exceed 1.27 volts. If it does, it indicates a sensor fault, prompting a need for replacement. Should it not meet these conditions, further examination of the wiring or associated connections will be necessary. Step 3 of the troubleshooting process involves an open wire check in the circuit pertaining to the secondary HO2S. Once again, the vehicle should be turned to the off position before proceeding. The jumper wire previously used should be removed from the 4P connector of the secondary HO2S. Then, a new jumper wire should be connected to terminal A of the sensor's connector and grounded to the vehicle's body. This step ensures that the grounding condition is verified. After establishing this connection, turn the vehicle back to the on mode and use the HDS to check the output voltage again from the secondary HO2S. As per the troubleshooting protocol, this voltage output must still exceed 1.27 volts. If it does, it indicates the wiring is intact. If not, then repair of the wire is needed to resolve the issue and restore proper function to the secondary HO2S. During the final step of troubleshooting for DTC P0138, attention must be directed towards the SO2 wire. Commence by turning off the vehicle and then performing an SCS System Communication Service line jump with the HDS tool. Following the line jump, remove connector A from the PCM, which houses the main control functions for the engine. With the PCM connector disconnected, the technician should now check for continuity between specified test points at the connector. The test points include PCM terminal A47 and physical body ground. Consistency and continuity shall indicate the wiring is intact. Should continuity be found, it validates the integrity of the SO2 wire. However, if there is no continuity, it signifies the presence of an open circuit, necessitating repairs in the wiring from the PCM to the secondary HO2S. After completing repairs related to DTC P0138, it's critical to conduct a final verification to ensure that the issue has been resolved effectively. To begin, any cleared diagnostic trouble codes should be erased using the HDS after completing the repairs. Once this is completed, a test drive of the vehicle should be performed to recreate typical driving conditions. During this drive, it's essential to monitor the check engine light. If it remains off, it suggests the repairs were successful. Additionally, using the HDS, the technician can again verify the voltage readouts from the secondary HO2S to ensure they are operating within the designated thresholds. Final verification completes the diagnostic process and signifies a confident start to normal operations, which contributes to the vehicle's overall performance and emissions compliance. Preventive maintenance is essential in averting the occurrence of DTC P0138 and ensuring the longevity and efficiency of the secondary HO2S. Regular inspections of the secondary HO2S and its wiring connections can identify early signs of wear, corrosion, or damage before they lead to larger issues. Technicians should also verify that all connectors are secure and free from debris, as loose connections can often trigger erroneous readings. Additionally, adhering to the manufacturer's recommended replacement schedule for the sensor and associated components can preemptively address potential failures. Proactive practices like these not only reduce the likelihood of triggering DTC P0138, but also support the overall health of the vehicle's emission control systems. In conclusion, addressing DTC P0138 involves understanding the critical role the secondary HO2S plays in monitoring vehicle emissions and ensuring efficient engine performance. By following the structured troubleshooting steps outlined in this guide, technicians can effectively diagnose and rectify the issues causing high voltage readings. Furthermore, implementing regular preventive maintenance checks can significantly reduce instances of DTC P0138. Knowledge of the system and attentive care towards sensors and circuitry will go a long way in maintaining a vehicle that meets emission standards and operates smoothly. As the automotive technology evolves, staying informed and proactive is key to effective vehicle repair and maintenance. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.